morning. It's Tapping Into You with Tapping Girl. It's day 1 on the Consciousness Creator Summit page. I am going to be here with you for the next little bit. My name is Colette Leosi. I go by Tapping Girl. We are going to have us some fun, okay? Listen. The first thing that we're going to do is I want you to share it. I'm going to go find this on another page, and we are going to share, invite. There's Debbie. Yay. All right. So while I'm doing this, you share it to groups that you know it's safe to share it to, okay? Because we don't want to be doing stuff we're not supposed to be doing. So there's Deb O'Neill. Good morning, Deb. Listen, I got to show you this. Let me show you this first. Can you see that? You see that? 464646. Okay. So my husband's turned down his phone. That's where I stopped my timer when I walked. Okay. Very cool. What we're going to be doing. Hey, Deb, now listen, do you have any idea how hard that is to do, to stop your clock at that? Okay. Let me tell you what, we got everything and everybody in the universe here with us this morning, because we are going to rock this. I'm just telling you, I absolutely adore what I do. Sharing it with people and helping people feel better, that's awesome. Okay, so I'm telling you, that is where my phone, when I hit stop when I got back from walking, that's pretty cool stuff. Now, the other reason it's very cool, see that 4 and 6 is 10, the 4 and 6 is 10, the 4 and 6 is 10, that's 30. This is a 3 universal year, people. We are so freaking synced up. Okay, so now enough of that. I'm going to get out of here. We're going to be talking tapping today. This is going to be like an intro to the tapping and then some. Why? Because I also teach law of attraction. I also teach mindfulness. I teach all these things about ways, okay, to get oh, good afternoon. That's right. It's afternoon for Allie. So what we're going to do is we're going to touch on some of all of that, okay? And even if you are familiar with the tapping, if you've heard about the tapping before, if you think you know everything about tapping, stick around, because chances are, okay, in fact, I know that what is really going on here is you're going to hear something new, okay? You are going to hear things in ways you've not heard them before. You are going to hear all kinds of cool stuff, all right? So what I'm doing is I'm going to go share this to some groups, okay? And I'm calling it Tapping with Tapping Girl. Okay, and what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be sharing this for a minute or two, and then we're going to get started here in just a little bit of talking about, basically I'm going to introduce the tapping, what it is, where it came from, why does it work on everything, because some of you may be doing the tapping, you don't really know where it came from or why does it work on everything. Plus, you should know that I have on my fantastic Disney earrings, okay? I won't wear these my husband's over there laughing at me. Listen, it is never too late to have a happy childhood. I am 60 going on 3, because you know what? We were all happy at 3, most of us, okay? So I am sharing this to some groups, sharing things, sharing is caring, right? Okay, and that way you guys share, invite your friends, do all that cool stuff. I figured that yesterday we would probably get people going back to work and stuff like that, so I'm gonna put that there, put it there. I'm just clicking on some groups and getting that stuff out there, and if it's not allowed, I guess they'll let me know. But this is just going to be so good, because I'm awesome. Okay, and by the time we're done, I'm going to have you saying that and believing it, okay? So there you go. You just got big change coming in your world today. So I'm clicking. Let's see. You guys be sharing. Don't just take this time to share. Go ahead and tell me where you're hailing in from. I should tell you, I'm in Indiana. And just so you know, I went walking very early. I don't usually go this early, but I was so jazzed when I got up about coming here and doing this and everything else that I was like about to pop out of my skin. I normally walk 4 miles a day. So my husband, I looked down, I was like, I gotta go walk. And he's like, are you too jazzed? I said, no such thing. I'm very jazzed. So you're going to find out all kinds of things with me. You're going to find out about language. You're going to find about all kinds of really cool stuff. Okay. So let's keep sharing the page. because you never know who's going to be served. We just got to know this all ends up in the right hands, right? Okay. Let's look at that. Happiness is a choice. Those people want me. Okay. I'm just going through here a little bit more. Allie's probably already shared me into her vibe tribe. I'm just going to assume she did. I'm going to go there. A couple more minutes. Now, what we're talking about is tapping today and an introduction. So let's make sure that we're getting people on here early on, because this tapping is amazing stuff. Maybe you saw my meme a few weeks ago that, or I think it's a meme. It's a picture and I put in words. Okay, I don't know all the terminology, but basically, some of you probably just laughed at me. I remember one day I was on. A lady had posted on our neighborhood thing and said, oh, something, she needed help. And I said, what about the tapping? And she said, well, you know, because they all think, oh, Colette's so cute. She's so confused and cute. Okay. And they think that I don't really get it. Well, what I know, and I laugh, is, well, no, you don't really get it. From this standpoint, if you're only using tapping for anxiety or even negative, you are missing the huge stuff of tapping, where it's body brain science. Okay, so that was where I got the thing I posted a few weeks ago that said, if you're only using tapping for anxiety or for anger, or, you know, if you're only plugging it in on certain things, I'm just going to tell you, people, that is like only driving your car to the grocery store. Now, you wouldn't do that, right? That'd be crazy. You wouldn't drive your car to the grocery store, but, oh, I want to go to the library, so I'll call Uber. Okay? All right? You want to get rid of fear and anxiety? You use tapping. You want to get rid of rosacea, whatever you call that crap? Tap. Okay? You want a better hair day? Tap. You want traffic to go better? Tap. You doing segment intending before your day? Tony talked a little bit about, okay, see, my voice gets louder and louder. I get so jazzed and excited. All right, so here we go. I do want to thank Tony again for yesterday, for all that he gave us. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm already seeing that there's 40 comments. You guys are just going to have to cut me some slack, because as me, I'm used to, there's my buddy Carmen. Now I'm complete. Okay. Carmen's been following for years, and I tell Carmen every time I see her on here, it's just been so amazing to watch her growth, to watch her dump garbage and feel better and all those crazy good things. All right, so the phone looks really wonky. All right, so I've got pages of notes, okay, and I'm just going to tell you, I look like a mad scientist when I do my notes. Let me see if I can get the light where it's not on it, okay? And the fact of the matter is, I know this stuff. I like to just talk, okay? I know you can't tell that about me. Don't miss my earrings, okay? Because on the other side is a Disney princess. You can't see that. You see, I'm lit up. I'm telling you, I am lit up to whodunit. All right, so I'm going to take these out because I don't want to be too distracted. I'm distracting enough, right? Okay, so turn down the volume on my phone because I can hear me over here. All right, so when turning these off, because see, look, I do not want to waste good battery life on fabulous earrings like this. Here, see? Let me get this up. You thought I was kidding, right? Disney princess. Yeah. 60 going on 3. See that? Cool. All right, now let's get on to like some real stuff, because I suppose we're supposed to be doing some real shit here. Oops. Okay, and I will try and watch my F-bombing and my cussing and everything else. Everybody thinks it's kind of funny watching the old lady cuss. All right, so what is tapping? Tapping. The formal name for tapping is emotional freedom technique. Okay, what we're doing when we're tapping is we are addressing the negativity while we're tapping energy meridians on the face and on the body, okay, so that we can actually get that out of our body. Okay, so this is kind of counterintuitive law of attraction, right? Because people will say all the time that, you guys, I can see your notes over here, what you're writing, you're hilarious. Law of attraction, people will say, oh, don't ever talk about anything negative. Don't do it, okay? And I'm saying to you, here's the deal, because people will always say, why are we talking about the negative? And I will say, because the negative is in there, okay? And when you're really vibrating at the negative, the fear, the anxiety, the worry, the anger, the frustration, okay? Hi, John. Then what happens is, okay, is that we are vibrating at that, but we're over here going, I'm peace, I'm love, I'm happy, I'm safe, but we got this stuff coming at us, okay, and we're going, hey, law of attraction doesn't work. Well, let me tell you something. First of all, y'all are so cute, because when people say, oh, I did that with law of attraction, I always giggle and laugh, because every single thing that you have in your life, yeah, Jenny F-bomb, every single thing that you have in your life that's going on with you is law of attraction, okay? It's not that I got a boyfriend with law of attraction. It was that I got my crappy boyfriend with law of attraction too, okay? I mean, it was just I got a match to me. I work with people where I go, wait a minute, we need to get tapping because you don't want a match to you, okay? Hi, Viv. All right, so let's real fast, because my husband says I always spend too much time on this. I'm going to real fast tell you where tapping came from. Tapping was developed in the mid-90s by a guy named Gary Craig. Gary Craig studied under Roger Callahan. He was already playing with a whole concept called thought field therapy, where he was combining our knowledge of the meridian system that was mapped out by the Chinese thousands of years ago, and he was combining it with modern psychological concepts, okay? And yeah, keep sending them laughing emojis, because let me tell you what, one thing y'all know about me is I love having fun, okay? So he was already playing with the energy meridians in psychology. For example, he had a woman who had a terrible phobia of water, and he knew that under the eye was the stomach. He said, how do you know you have this fear? And she said, because my stomach feels so bad, okay? And he said, well, tap right under here, because he knew that was the stomach meridian, okay? She's tapping there. All of a sudden, a few minutes later, I don't know, a few minutes, hour, whatever, doesn't matter. She says it's gone. He says, what do you mean it's gone? Okay? Now, what she meant was, I no longer feel it in my stomach, okay? So what happened was, here comes Gary Craig. He starts learning from Roger Callahan. He paid him, what was it, Scott? $100,000. $100,000. Okay, my husband just did that thing he's getting ready to get in trouble for. He did this. Okay, $100,000 for to study under him. And what he did from that was he developed EFT. Thought field therapy had a different tapping sequence. EFT, emotional freedom technique, has a one-size-fits-all tapping sequence. Now, there's all kinds of ways that we can use tapping, okay? There's no stuck in my world, all right? In my world, stuck is only a thought, okay? Stuck is only a practiced habit of thought, okay? So what we're doing when we're doing the tapping is we're acknowledging the yuck. The ugly truth, okay, all right? You know, in fact, I even tell people, the more something's going on that you don't want to say, that's the stuff we say when we're tapping, okay? Like, oh, I don't feel lovable, or, believe me, I've done all this. My husband's watched me sit there cry and go, oh my God, so okay? Because I know that in the moment I'm emoting like that I got something else going on. So let me explain what that is. When we think a thought, okay, we have chemicals in the brain, all right? When we think a scary thought, okay, one that produces anger, fear, frustration. In fact, I'm glad Jenny's on here, because Jenny and I talked the other day. Jenny, I see in the thread, and one of the things that she said to me the other day was, hey, since we've been tapping, I'm having these memories come back, okay? That's the point, okay? That's the point. Now, you might go, I don't want to feel that stuff, okay? Well, yes, we do, because when I say tapping's like a tennis serve. We throw up the ball, we knock it out. We bring up that memory, we tap and knock it out of the brain and the body. Why? When I have a scary thought, fear, negativity, anger, frustration, sadness, disappointment, depression, whatever it is, okay? And I may not even know what thought I thunk to get that chemical thing going on in my body where I'm feeling the fear or the anxiety, okay? And what that means is, from the amygdala, that's a part of my brain that lights up in the fight, flight, or freeze, okay? That's in my brain to protect me. Why? Very long time ago, when I went hunting and I wanted to catch that whatever for dinner. Now the lion sees me, okay, and I might be dinner. I don't need to think about it. I want the blood to leave my brain, go into the arms and legs so I can run and get away from the lion, okay, so that I'm not dinner, all right? Here's the thing about that. We used to fall into a puddle in the cave. Now, I'm giving you very, very basic language here just to understand how the brain and the body work, okay? We'd fall into a puddle in the cave, all right? We regroup. The brain gets out of fight, flight, or freeze. The blood goes back into the prefrontal cortex, which y'all heard Tony talk about yesterday. Prefrontal cortex is the most developed part of my mind. It's where I think. So think about it. You're in stress. The blood's leaving the brain. Have you ever wondered why, I can't think of anything to say. I don't know what to say to them. And then you have all these great responses later. That's because the blood left your brain. Okay, this is science, peeps. All right, I love science. I'm your science girl too. So the reason that happens, again, is for my safety and protection. Okay, today in this world, our lions are the children, the job, the car not running, listen, if you would have seen me before I got on here, you'd have been laughing going, tap that out, sister, because I mean, we could not get the computer to come up. I couldn't get my phone to do the thing. I couldn't get a code. I was like, okay. And then, you know, my husband's going, breathe, calm down, you know, all those things. So I will even tap just breathing. Okay, because one of the things I'd heard a while back was that one of the things that they teach in monk school, one of the very first things they teach, guess what? Breathing. Because what happens when you're stressed? You hold your breath. Okay, all right? So keep shooting me hearts. I know Allie is shooting me so many hearts, I don't think she's stopped since I started. All right, so when we're tapping, we're actually acknowledging that scary, gunky, crappy, junky, fearful stuff that's all in here, okay? TTSOB. I don't know what that is. I can't. Yeah, thank you, universe. All right. So when we're tapping, we calm down that amygdala. The blood starts to go back into the brain. And guess what? When we want to think, blood in the brain is a really good idea. Okay, think about it. Okay, we're just in that, okay, right? Somebody blindsides you. You know, I was standing in a line one day. I'm sorry, this comes up and I'm just going to do it while we're doing this because it's a funny story. I stand in a line one day at the donut store, not because I eat donuts. Okay, my husband eats donuts. All right, he feeds me part of his donut. Anyway, I'm in this line, and it was really hot outside. And and they were all standing there holding the door open, and I thought, why are they standing there holding the door open? It's never going to cool off in there. They're just wasting electricity and energy, right? So when I'm the guy who can step through the door, I let the door close, and I'm standing there, right? The lady behind me starts busting my chops. Like I'm keeping her from her donut. And I said, well, there's no point in leaving the door open. All that's going to happen is the AC is going to leave the room, right? And we want to keep it in there, right? So I had this really hilarious thing go through my mind. But first of all, I just turned around and looked at her and I thought, you know what? Next time somebody does that, I know how to stop them, right? So let's say somebody's behind you and they're giving you some stuff. You just turn around and look at them and go, they're just going to be sure that you are batshit nuts and leave you alone. Think about it. Okay, seriously, I'm telling you, my whole life's a brain hack. All right, so somebody says, what do I do when my students toss furniture? Oh, wow, we'll leave the room. No, I'm just kidding. You know, you can pre-pave. If they're doing that when they come in and you've seen that behavior before, you can actually pre-pave. How do I mean that? You can start, oh, even though I know they're going to throw furniture, even though I know it's going to get so rough and tough, okay? So that's what I'm going to answer there. All right. So what we're doing when we're tapping is what I call expressing versus suppressing, okay? So when we're little bitty kids, something happened, we get in trouble, we learn, because they said, knock that smile off your face, or you want something to cry about, I'm going to give you something to cry about, or all kinds of things where we learn to shut down, right? Okay? And so the next thing you know, we are not expressing emotion. That stuff is suppressed. Somebody's done something, and law of attraction says, I'm going to get a match to me. So if I'm suppressing anger, okay, and I think, oh, I'm being so nicey because I'm not angering on anybody, okay? But that thing I fear, I get, okay? So if I I fear anger, if I fear me being angry, if I fear seeing anger, okay, I'm just going to tell you, some of you know my story. My dad was a rageaholic, okay, is the way I explain it. There were 9 of us all together, 8 alive at any one time. There was a lot of hardship that they went through. And like I tell people, if you weren't raised in the 50s and 60s, you just haven't lived, because the way that everybody, a lot of us learned how to do the right thing was we just got the crap beat out of us. Now, I can laugh about this now because I've done a lot of tapping, okay? All right, so what we're doing when we're tapping is we're addressing the negative, clearing it out of our body. Okay, so I can be a match to anger and rage. I got a lot of anger in there. I'm right fighter, as my sister calls me, all this stuff. Oh, here's, look at that. You guys are already burping. I love it, okay? You know I'm a weirdo. If you're crying, burping, farting, sneezing, I get super excited because it tells me you're moving garbage, okay? So what I want you to do right now, just start doing this, okay? Whenever you see me come on here and teaching, I want you to just start doing this. Just start tapping the points. Why? If you're already thinking, oh, she talks so fast, I can't hear everything she says, all right, you're going to start locking your brain up. Okay, when you start tapping, you're gonna clear that amygdala, and just know you're gonna hear everything in perfect timing. Okay, you don't have to worry about missing nothing, because everything I know, you guys know too. I just asked to know it. That's the difference. Okay, ask, 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 ask. Okay, look at Jenny. She's already sneezing and crying. Okay, so Pam, you're one of 7 kids, so you probably know what I know about how people were raised. Okay, so this one's called under the arm. I'll just tell you as we go along, okay, so that you know the spots by the time we start doing it. Now, when we clear what's going on, okay, you will feel it. Now, I remember when I started learning the tapping and they said, oh, you'll feel the shift and you'll feel, and I was like, no, 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 they don't understand. I don't feel, okay? Let me explain why that's going on. Now, you guys keep tapping. You want to do lightly, no hurting yourself, okay? You want to do about 7 or 8 taps, okay? At least. You can stay there longer. You could stay there a minute each time, okay? But I'm going to be using my hands, and I want you to keep tapping, okay? So, whoa, 1 of 12. Okay, my mom wanted 13. Okay, so let me go to my notes here real fast. See where I'm at, because let me tell you what, this is all so crazy good fun stuff. Okay, so if I know that with law of attraction, okay, that I get what I'm a match to, don't I want to find that stuff in there that's keeping me from getting the stuff I want, okay? We know about conditional and unconditional, okay, all kinds of things with law of attraction. Now, you got to understand me when I tell you that I have been learning, studying, absorbing all of this for years and years and years. I found tapping 11 years ago, okay? All right, so I love it, Mary Helen. Okay. So the tapping, listen, I will be tapping the rest of my life. And if you're not, you're just missing the biggest, easiest tool that's out there in the universe, okay? I have people that won't do the tapping in my life, and it's okay. I get to know they get to be wrong. Just kidding. Okay, there's no wrong. Now, everybody comes to whatever they come to in their own perfect timing. I'm reminded that Jesus take the wheel. No kidding. By the way, that's a whole nother story, my whole waking up thing and Jesus and all that. All right. So one of the things that that I found right away was that with the tapping, I was pretty blocked when I found it years ago, okay? I did a little bit each day, nothing, nothing, nothing. I thought, okay, nothing, nothing, nothing. And after about 3 weeks of 10 minutes of tapping a day, one day I'm sitting at the computer, and next thing I know, I'm boohoo sobbing, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, so let's go back. So what are we doing with the tapping? We are actually aiming it at that do not want. Let me give you some examples, okay? Right, Jenny, the more you release it, the more you bring it up, the more you remember, the more you can release it. Remember, the tennis ball, bam, knock it out of the court, okay? All right, so what we're going to do when we're tapped, let me just tell you real quick how this works so you can start plugging it in, all right? We are directing it at whatever's going on with an affirmation of self-love, like, no matter what I do, I can't lose weight. And I love and accept myself. Maybe you have a fear of spiders. Even though I'm afraid of spiders, I love and accept myself. Even though my knee hurts, I love and accept myself, okay? Even though my children are out of sorts today, I love and accept myself, okay? I work with people all the time who are very irritated by other people, and I say, we're gonna leave them alone. We're gonna tap about you, okay? Because what I say is this: when you've got somebody in your life that's bugging you, I'm just gonna tell you, they're the messenger for what you vibrate at, okay? Now, in understanding that I create 100% my reality, that can kind of be an ouchie wowsy, okay? All right, we can hear that and go, we can go, oh no, how am I doing that? Okay, New Age guilt says, oh no, how'd I do that? I never want to do it again. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my, okay, New Age guilt, we don't need that. What we want to be in, and you heard Tony used this word yesterday, mindfulness and awareness, okay? So we are, as the creators of our own reality, okay? Doesn't it mean I'm the only one who can uncreate it, okay, right? So don't I want to see what I'm getting, okay, so that I know what I'm a match to, okay? Now, we can do that and feel a lot of fault and blame and feel undone by it, okay? There's Lori. Or we can know that it's all information and awareness, okay? So you can finish all kinds of sentences, because tapping is for my yeah, but, okay? I want to love me, but, okay? I want to let go of the weight, but. I want to let go of this pain in my body, but it may be I have a belief that the doctor has to get me out of pain. It may be I have a belief that I can't get out of pain because I don't have enough money to go to the right people. You see how one crappy belief is connected to another. So what we're doing with the tapping is we're actually going to your BS. Oh yeah, I'm going to say it. We're going to your BS, your belief systems, okay? Which most of them really are BS. Okay, your belief systems are those things that you learned from the other people that got here, got confused, trained out of their knowing, and we are the ones waking up and realizing we are so much more than our experiences from the past. In fact, you're not your choices and decisions. That's not who you really are. Choices and decisions are a part of life experience, okay? I'm telling you, I knew when I had my waking up, when I'd already had the tapping, I actually said to my husband, because this happened in 2012, the biggest waking up I had, and then I keep having incrementally more. I sat in the rocking chair and I said, you know what? I could sit here all day long and teach this stuff because it just blows through me and it's so thrilling to me, okay? Yeah, there's Diane. Okay, so one of the things that I teach is another concept. It's called sugar on poop. I know, pretty technical, all right? So what does that mean? It means that, let's say you don't have any money, or you don't have enough money, or you want more money, right? And you're going, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire. Well, first of all, you're not a vibrational match, okay? Because millionaires don't walk around saying I'm a millionaire, okay? Millionaires walk around going, ooh, what's next? What's next, okay? All right? So sugar on poop is that thing where I'm trying to deny what's really going on with me, that maybe I'm afraid of money. Maybe my people don't get money. Maybe I think people with money are greedy. Yes, that's why you were crying yesterday, Deja. Good girl. Okay, listen, I get really excited when you guys cry because it tells me we're moving junk. Okay, we're getting that stuff out of there. Do not be undone by that. Okay, so anyway, so this whole sugar on poop, SOP, there you go. All right, yeah, Lori, you haven't heard that before, Lori? Okay, so this whole sugar on poop thing is me kind of like fancy pants dress up the stuff I don't want, or trying to affirm my way to what I want when really the underlying belief is not real good. Okay, now what tapping does, you're gonna love this. Ready? Tapping excavates the poop. Yeah, tapping gets rid of that underlying garbage, okay? So let's say that I don't, right, what you think about, you bring about. What you say, right, I'm looking at comments, Scott, that's why. All right, that, oh my God, you cried so hard, Jenny, yesterday. Oh, if listen to me. When you're tapping and you get these emotional releases, I want to remind you, do not stop tapping. Okay, so let's say today I bring up some things and they make you cry or they make you scared or they bring up another memory, okay? Do not stop tapping. I'm going to remind you, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychologist, okay? I teach from life experience. Oh, there's D. I teach from life experience, and what I'm doing is I'm showing you how we got the BS, the belief systems, okay? Because we have them. It's just you might have gotten yours differently, okay? So maybe, let's just use the example. When I was growing up and we would want things, okay? My mom would say, you got a case of the gimmies, okay? Give me this, give me that, right? Okay? You're still tapping, right? You guys are still tapping, right? I don't see my husband tapping. So what that did was had me shut down my wanting, okay? Well, you can't not want, okay? You can't not want. You came here as desire-seeking being. There will always be more and more desire. So do you see how that's going to feel so constricted to be like, well, wait a minute. I thought it was all okay that I wanted that, but now I'm trying to shut it down so I don't feel greedy and all this. This is how we get our stuff, okay? So I was actually teaching somebody the other night. Can you read that? Thank you for clarifying what I do want, okay? There's this whole thing in Law of Attraction where Abraham is teaching, and basically we understand that there's contrast. Contrast is the do want, the do not want, okay? So from every do not want, that's the contrast, hot, cold, day, night, okay? That's what contrast is. Good, bad, happy, sad, okay? So here comes this thing, doesn't feel good, okay? Creates tension in my body, okay? And what happens is that from that contrast, okay, the do want is always known, okay? My inner being, my God self, my divinity, my source self, my isness, call it whatever you want. I'm just telling you guys, God doesn't care what you call it. God doesn't have an ego, okay? So call it whatever you want. My source self knows what I do want, okay? But I may have beliefs in here that say, ooh, that's not a good do want. Well, you are here to be, do, or have whatever you want, and it's about releasing the limitations. So I can remember even tapping about, even though I have a case of the gimmies, when I want things, I love and accept myself, and then tapped through that to help myself be okay with wanting, because wanting is actually a really good thing, okay? So tapping clears that BS, okay? Now here's another concept I want you to understand about tapping and the way that I teach it, okay? So I've already told you how it's brain science. We stop the chemical dump. In the moment that you're hurt, physically, emotionally, spiritually, whatever way it is that you're hurt, start tapping. Even if you don't have words, start tapping, okay? I will tell you about some magnificent physical manifestations I've had from the tapping, because so cool. What the tapping does is it actually helps me release the negativity that then lets me line up with how my inner being feels about this. Now, I teach this as tappings like bird poop. Listen, I teach this in ways that I just want you to get it and understanding. And what do I mean by that? How does a bird know how to poop dark on a white car? How does it know to poop dark on a white car, white on a dark car? Either way, how does it know, right? Because I swear, on a white car, they always know how to poop purple, right? Okay? They're eating mulberries and pooping on my white car, right? How they know how to do that? Because they just know, okay? You don't have to figure it out. So how does my body, my isness, my highest self, okay, know how to, what I'm tapping to tap out and what I'm tapping to tap in? Just understand that this is all way smarter than we think, okay? We were taught to value thinking and doing, not feeling and being, okay? So what Colette's dealing with here, okay, when we have that chemical dump, those chemicals go to the organs. That's what makes the negative emotion feel so real, okay? When we're doing that, we're having this chemical dump. As soon as we start tapping, we are interrupting that chemical dump, okay? So when you're used to saying, oh my God, I'm so scared, I'm so scared, I'm so scared, you want to start out tapping that, and then once you can feel yourself calm down, going, oh, I'm okay right now, I'm safe right now, it's okay to be this way, I'm doing this right, okay? So many awesome things here that you're going to learn today, okay? And you know, I just kind of float all over the place. Keep tapping, because it will help you absorb, again, what it is that I'm saying, okay?
Asking one side or both.
Okay, so when we're doing the tapping, you can do one side, the other side, both. I don't care if you come at it this way. I don't care how you do it, okay? One, both. You'll see me do it all. You can even cross them, okay? Some, you know, whatever it is you're doing is okay. Let me just give you all relief. You can't do it wrong. The only way you can do tapping wrong is to not use it, okay? So in the moment that you're hurt, okay, in the moment that you feel sadness, in the moment that you're feeling the anxiety in the doctor's office or going in for the interview or whatever, okay, you can just start tapping. Now, if you're driving your car, sometimes I just do this. Okay, sometimes I do the side of my hand on the steering wheel like that. Okay, there's all kinds of, and I'm sure I look like a nut job because when I walk, I do the tapping, I talk to myself, I do all kinds of things. There was a neighbor going by me one time and he saw me at the voting polls and he says, "Oh, I saw you out the other day." And I said, "Oh, was I tapping?" And he said, "No, I think you were talking to yourself." And I said, "Oh yeah, I do that all the time." He was like, "Oh, okay." I do. I talked to myself on my walk this morning about how awesome this is that I get to come here and teach this, and I love and adore this, and I love sharing it and helping you all feel better. So what we're doing, let's go back real fast. Hey, Lute. By the way, Lute's going to be with you tomorrow at 5 Pacific time, okay? So what we do is we have that thing, all right, that's going on. Let's say somebody upset you or made you angry. Okay, let's say you got stress and anxiety. So today what we're going to do is we're just going to do some general tapping so that you can see how to plug it in. Okay, all right, so what I want you to do is I want you to very first go to the side of the hand. Okay, my husband's now probably smiling because he doesn't like how much, yeah, he's smiling. He doesn't like how much talking I do. He's like, let's get tapping. Well, you were supposed to be tapping while I was talking to you. So yeah, his bad. All right, so right here on the side of the hand, what I want you to think about, whether it was over Christmas, whether you have a child bothering you, whether you're worried about your students, whether you're, whatever it is you have stress and anxiety, maybe it's your body size, okay? If you're stressing about your body weight, the best way you can stop and start helping yourself to let go of the weight is saying, even though I'm stressing about my weight, okay? Stressing about money, get whatever it is that you're worried or fearful about in that little noggin of yours, okay? Then what I want you to do, because we always rate on a 1 to 10, okay? I want you to rate how true it is, how stressful of that stress and anxiety thought, how high is it, okay? Is it a 10? Is it a 9? Is it an 8 where you kind of feel, listen, I used to live at an 8, like it's manageable, but don't push my buttons, all right? So, so get in mind what it is that you're stressing about. Maybe you got a pain in your body. Maybe you don't have enough money. Maybe you're going, oh, I overspent at Christmas. Maybe you got to take down the decorations. It does not matter, people. Even Carmen on here will tell you, we got together and tapped about her tooth pain. And for it defies the logic that we were able to bring her tooth pain, and you can do either hand, don't forget, that we could, and you can even change when you're doing it, okay, that we got rid of that tooth pain. And it was weeks later before she actually received some help actually through the dentist, which brings me to a point. One of the things I want to tell you is it's not always that we tap and we get out of pain. It's not always that we tap and we have immediate, change. There is, but I mean, not solution the way you think. Maybe it shows up in another way. In other words, what happened when Carmen and I were tapping was weeks later, the how showed up. She had a coupon show up in the mail, a way that was going to be affordable for her to get her teeth work done, get out of pain, get some of the things done she needed to get done. They were going to take payments. It was a perfect resolution, okay? So we got her out of pain long enough for her to have this thing manifest. She was probably doing some tapping on her own daily because Carmen knows this is how it works, okay? And so, it's not always boom, boom. It can be boom, boom. All right? All right? Just know that the tapping's always working. So here we are on the side of the hand. You're going to repeat after me, but what you're going to do is you're going to focus in on your own stressor. Okay? All right. So you're going to, and this is why tapping works for everybody, because we're dealing with the brain, we're dealing with the body, and it's your focus of your memory. It's your focus of your stress. Okay. That's why tapping works on everybody for everything, because we can sit in a group. Okay, I'm thinking about my foot, you're thinking about your child, this guy's worried about the money, and because we're using the body and the brain, everybody gets relief. It's called borrowing benefits, and it's an absolutely amazing thing in tapping, okay? So here we go, you're going to repeat after me. So we're just going to do this for a few minutes and see what everybody gets and how we're feeling and all that stuff, okay? Take a breath. Even though I have this stress and anxiety in my body and mind, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And even though I have this stress going on in my body and mind, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And even though I'm having this stress, this fearful thought in my body and mind, it feels so out of my control. And I deeply and completely love and honor and accept myself. Now, you all just got to know I use more words because I've been doing this longer, okay? But you can keep it really, really simple as the first line we did. Ready? Okay? Take a breath again. That was called the setup phrase. Now what we're going to do is we're going to tap the first spot, the eyebrow. It's where the bridge of the nose and that meets. Some people do right here. Some people kind of get into third eye, but you really want to be closer to here. Why? The meridian's actually like down in here. Don't poke yourself in the eye. Go right here. It's close enough, okay? And you just say a reminder phrase. And the reason we say the reminder phrase is just to remind us what we're focusing on, okay? Right here. This stress and anxiety. Side of the eye. This stress and anxiety. Under the eye. This stressful anxiety. This anxious stress. This is called under the nose, right here. All this stress and anxiety. This is called the collarbone. Now, where it really is, see this little U thing? Okay, y'all thought I was going to whip my shirt off like New Orleans. No, I wasn't. All right. Throw beads. No, just kidding. All right, see that little U thing? Okay, it's like an inch down and over. Feel that it almost makes you a little squeamish, okay? So that's why we call it collarbone. But if you tap right where the knot of a man's tie goes, you're there, okay? Right here. This stress and anxiety in my body and mind. Okay, this crazy spot's called under the arm. For women, it's the middle of the bra strap. For men, it's about 4 inches down from the armpit, okay? And you tap right there. You can also do it this way. I do it this way with kids because we like to be monkeys, okay? This stress and anxiety in my body and mind. Top of the head. This stressful anxiety in my body and mind. That was one round. Take a nice breath. All right, so now I'm going to start looking at your replies while I'm reading and moving on here. Did your number go down? Re-rate. How stressful were you feeling? Okay? All right? Were you an 8? Were you a 9? Were you a 10? What did it come down to? Sometimes we get 1-minute miracles where they go, bam, it went to a 0. It's gone. Okay? Sometimes it will bring up a memory. Okay? Sometimes it will bring up another emotion. Remember, we're clearing emotion. That's why I want to use the word stress and anxiety. You get me? Okay? So you want to use those emotion words: anger, fear, frustration, sadness, depression. Okay? So start giving me your, yeah, yawning. That tells me we're moving stuff. That's good. Jenny says, I can hear your husband. That's excellent. Good, because he's my echo. When I do my shows, then, yeah, Rochelle's going to do monkey. Tears are flowing. Yay. All right, Jenny, tears are flowing. Do not stop tapping. You keep tapping even when I'm talking, because what we're going to do is it's going to move. Okay, we're going to move it. So somebody else, went from a 10 to an 8. Okay, so you said yours in your stomach. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to give it a little more definition so that you guys can see how to navigate it. So I want you to re-rate. Jenny, even though you're emoting, follow along with us. Keep saying the words. Okay, I'm going to use the one that I saw up here. Who was it? It was Mary Ellen. Okay, and I think she said it was in her stomach. So let's go back to the karate chop. It's called the karate chop, side of the hand. Some people do this. Let me tell you what, I like this because there are meridian endpoints in the fingers, and that way we're getting like double duty. All right, 10 to an 8. Your dog is groaning away like crazy. Listen, you guys, you will see changes in your animals. You'll see all kinds of crazy stuff. Okay, it's going to be really, really fun. 8 to a 5. Jenny, you went to a complete 0. Yes, I'm telling you, we get these 1-minute miracles because when we get that brain out of freeze, okay, fight, flight, or freeze, I tell people I couldn't fight, I couldn't flight, I went into freeze, all right? Now, let's do this a little deeper. If you cleared that, pick another memory, pick another emotion, just follow along. You're going to have something come up, all right? So what I'm going to say is, even though I still have this stress and anxiety and it's in my stomach, okay? Now, if you know that yours is your heart beats faster, your palms get sweaty, then just focus in on that while you say the same words that we're saying, okay? And you'll notice my language a little bit different. Okay, so Tanya, okay, I know who she is. I've seen her. All right, Tanya. Here we go on the side of the hand, okay? Now, let's do this, because when we're doing this, we can even send all this peace and all this tranquility and all this good stuff for Tanya. So let's just set the intention that the peace and calm we're allowing, oh my God, that's coming through me really big. The peace that we're allowing is going to go out to Tanya, okay? All right, so here we go. Even though I still have this anxiety and stress, but I can feel it in my stomach, I deeply and completely love and honor myself. And even though I'm still feeling this stress and anxiety in my stomach, don't be surprised if you guys start burping on this one, because when we start talking about the stomach and unloading stuff from there, you're going to be burping and everything else. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And even though I'm still feeling this stress and anxiety, it's in my stomach. It can feel like a big gas bubble. And I deeply and completely love and accept myself, even with this stress and anxiety. You see how we did that? Okay. All right. So going right here, take a nice big breath. Yeah, I got 2 hands this time. See, you can't do it wrong. Right here, take a nice big breath. All right. This stress and anxiety in my stomach, side of the eye, all this stress and anxiety in my stomach, under the eye, I can really feel anxiety in my stomach. Under the nose, that stress is giving me anxiety in my stomach. Chin, there it is. Collarbone. Somebody said, did I hear your husband burp? It might have been me. That stress and anxiety in my stomach. Right here. It's in my stomach and I can feel it. And usually when I feel that in my stomach, okay, here's how we are, people, right here. It makes me more anxious. Side of the eye. Just allowing myself to feel it. Under the eye. Feeling all this stress and anxiety in my stomach. Right here. Allowing myself to let it go. Chin, what a concept. Let it go. Collarbone. Releasing this stress and anxiety in my stomach. Under the arm. Because I'm a rock star. Top of the head. Rocking. Releasing the anxiety that was hiding in my stomach. Okay, take a big breath. All right. Give me your numbers. Tell me if it went down again. Now, here's something you want to know while you're sending me those notes, and I'm looking over here at it. Okay, keep tapping. One of the things that you want to be aware of is this may have brought up a memory. Okay, so there are 2 questions that I say always serves you in the tapping. Okay, when you're feeling a certain way in your body. Okay, when you're feeling that. And we're tapping. Okay? What you want to ask yourself 2 questions. 1, I don't know why I have so much trouble with that. 1, when else have I felt this way? That's actually question 2. Question 1 is, how does this make me feel? Okay, so let's say somebody turns around at the donut shop and gives you a look. Okay? Makes me feel judged. It makes me feel criticized. It makes me feel anxious, nervous. You see what I'm saying? And then the next question is, when else have I felt this way? All right? Okay? Then you tell that story while you tap. So let's say that this anxiety that you're feeling, let's say it reminds you of when you were 10 and you were going to give a speech in speech class, okay? Feelings removed from stomach to faster heart rate, okay? So you would continue on tapping about your heart rate, even though my heart rate is still up there, okay? You just want to call it what it is. They're down to a 3, okay? We send all that peace and love to Tanya. Deb's yawning, can't stop yawning. That's really good, okay? All right? So when we're doing this, we want to pay attention to how we feel and the memories that come up. So let's say at 10 years old, you were getting ready to give a speech class, you were terrified, maybe got laughed at in speech class, okay? That's when you would tell the story. Oh, that time, okay, so let's just pretend that happened. Let's just see what all comes up for people, okay? Now, remember, you have to take responsibility for your own emotional well-being. Colette is not creating these emotional responses, you are. They're living in you, okay? But I want to tell you, do not stop tapping when you're emoting, okay? So Bruce went from a 7 to a 6 to a 4. Deb's yawning, yay. Jen is going, na. Don't be worried, Tanya. We got you, girly. We just did a whole big fat round for you. Releasing stress and anxiety. Okay, so see, you can even surrogate tap for people. We'll talk about all this stuff later, but tapping is just, there's no way you can't use it, okay? All right, so yeah, so let's go back to the hand. All right, we're going to address this a little bit more, okay? Diane, I want to ask you that heart rate thing, okay? Because you want to pay attention right there. How it went from here to the heart rate thing, okay, is what does that remind you of? When mom yelled at you, when dad yelled at you, was it one time in particular you got in trouble? Because that's the story you want to tell, okay? All right, so I'll just make one up. Okay, even though this feeling in my body reminds me of that time I got yelled at. I was just going along, minding my own business, having a fun time, and before I knew it, I got yelled at. And I deeply and completely love and honor myself. And even though this feeling in my chest, this faster heart rate reminds me of when I got yelled at. When I was just minding my own business as an awesome little being, and I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And even though, one more time, and even though this heart rate speeding up in my chest reminds me of that time I got yelled at, it was out of my control. I have no idea what the problem was. And I deeply and completely love and honor myself and the people who helped me get this faster heart rate from fear. Yeah, ready? Right here. That time I got yelled at. Side of the eye. I can feel it in my chest like it's happening again. Under the eye, this faster heart rate in my chest. Under the nose, this rapid heartbeat in my chest. all this heart, you good, Daphne's yawning, all this faster heart rate in my chest. Collarbone. It reminds me of that time Mom yelled at me. Now, even if that's not exactly yours, say the words, okay, under the arm. That time I got yelled at, top of the head. As a little person, their loud voice scared me. Eyebrow. Now I want to do a round of, let's say we're letting it go, okay, right here. I'm letting this go. Side of the eye. It's safe for me to let go of this fear. Oh, Diane, I can feel those. I'm telling you what, girlie, I can feel those tears, and you are rocking it, okay? You stay right here. That yelling at that happened to me. Under the nose. I had so much fear right then. Chin. I've been feeling it ever since. Collarbone. I buried it under the arm, but it's still there. Top of the head. And I am so awesome. Right here, because I'm acknowledging this fear. Side of the eye, once and for all. Seeing that angry face. Under the nose, knowing that it had nothing to do with me. Chin, letting it go. Safe to let it go. Under the arm, it's safe for me to return it to sender. Top of the head. That was never my anger. Eyebrow. Now I like to do both. When I go to do some cleanup, I like to do both, okay? Releasing and letting it go. Side of the eye. Letting it go from my mind. Letting it go from my body. Under the nose. Letting go of all that old garbage. Right here. Colette loves my garbage. Right here. It's safe for me to let this come up. Under the arm. So I can let it go. Top of the head. So I can be and do my best. Now, one of the things I like to do, okay, I'm going to assume you guys are doing better. Keep tapping, okay? If you've got other memories that come up between now and when you see me next week, okay, you can watch this thing over and over. You can slide it forward to the parts where we tapped, okay, go to the eyebrow, and you can move it forward, and you can just do the tapping sequence, okay? This video should get about 10 billion views if everybody's using it the way it could be used, okay? To come back, plug in your garbage, and do the tapping, okay? So, being aware of how we moved it, okay? Can't stop yawning. Listen, that was me, Jenny, in the beginning. I yawned so much I couldn't even talk, okay? Listen, you don't need words. If you're emoting, just keep tapping. Return to sender. Okay, so what I want you to do, because we're getting ready to do it here, between now and next week, when you see me, I want you, whether it's Jason's meditation, whether it's Lute's song, whether it's watching Tony again, whether it's doing Allie's Ho'oponopono or I Am meditations, okay? I want you to tap. Okay, what I mean by that is I want you to take like an I am meditation from, I know that Jason Stevenson does one where it just does words. I used to do that all the time, like clarity, belief, fun, awesome, amazing, just tapping in words, okay? Brings your vibe up, okay? So go get Allie or Jason's. Actually, you should be able to get both of them in this next week, okay? If you're tapping every day, at least 10 minutes, okay? Because I say magic happens at 7 or 8. Okay, that gives you some happy tapping, okay, to do between now and then, okay, so that when we get back here next week, you're a little more shored up, okay, because listen, you just got to have your own back. I mean, I'm just telling you, okay. Okay, see you, Tanya. Be well, okay? You can even get the intention that you're sending this tapping for Tanya, okay? For her relaxation, for her this, for her that, whatever. Got it? Okay, so now let's ramp it up, okay? Ready? Right here on the eyebrow. I am safe. Side of the eye. I am safe right now. Under the eye. Put your hand on your heart, okay? And say, I am safe right now. Under the nose. It's safe for me to feel safe. Chin. I am safe right now. Go to the collarbone. Safe for me. Under the arm. It's safe for me to let this go. Top of the head. Right here, right now. I am safe and loved. Eyebrow. I am safe and loved. Side of the eye. I am safe and loved. Under the eye. I'm safe and calm. Under the nose. I love feeling safe and calm. Chin. Safe and calm. I love that. Collarbone. I love feeling safe and calm. Under the arm. Safe and calm for me. More, please. Top of the head. Safe and calm. Safe to let in peace. Safe to let in peace and well-being. Thank you, universe. Under the nose for all the well-being. I love well-being. The order of the planet is well-being. The planets spin without my help. Top of the head, that's well-being. I love me. I am amazing. I am awesome. I am rocking this. I so got me. I love taking care of me. I love feeling empowered. I feel so in control. All these emotions, side of the eye, safe to have them all. I finally have a tool that helps me feel better about these emotions, that helps me feel more empowered. I love feeling empowered. I was born powerful. Take a nice big breath. We're going to do one more. Here we go, because here comes my favorite song. If you haven't heard it, no judging about the singing. Okay, ready? Here we go. If you don't know the words yet, because we're going to do about 3 rounds of it, just hum the first time. It's to You Are My Sunshine. Ready? I am enough now. I am enough now. I am enough now. I was born this way. I am enough now. I am enough now. And nobody can take that away. Now that you know the words, you're going to sing it with me, and I even have people change the words. Here we go. This is something you get stuck in your head and you do over and over and over. I am enough now. I am enough now. I am enough now. I was born this way. I am enough now. I am enough now. And nobody can take that away. One more time. Here we go. I am enough now. Oh my God, I think I can hear you guys singing. I am enough now. I am enough now. I was born this way. I am enough now. I am enough now. And nobody can take that away. Ta-da! All right, so between now and next week, you want to do that I Am Enough song a lot, okay? 7-10 minutes of tapping a day. Listen, whether you're listening to Allie or Lute or Jason or, you know, even when you're watching Viv, even when you're watching Sheb, okay? Be tapping. It will help you absorb what they're teaching way so better, because your brain won't be going, okay? All right? There are a billion other things I meant to cover, but you can see it's just already all so much. Heating you up. Oh, let me tell you what. I love that. When you get that heating up stuff, you're moving things. It's awesome. All right. So remember that Lute is here tomorrow with you on Thursday, right, Scott? Tomorrow's Thursday? Yeah, tomorrow is Thursday. Lute will be here with you at 5 Pacific time, okay? So look for him. Come be here live. Share it. Share it, share it, share it, share it, share it. Okay, go share this on any pages. Share it with your friends. Okay. I just want to remind you too. I have a couple other pages. You can next week. I'll be here Tuesday morning, not off this page. I will be on the Colette Leosi page. I come through and I do a little bit of tapping with you, and that way you'll be even more receptive to what Tony's doing. It's going to be fun. All right. So, wow, yawning to crying to a burp. Yes. Okay. Listen, this is going to be a rockin' ass new year, you guys. I'm just telling you. Anybody on here that gets me, that does this, okay? All right. So don't use tapping just to go to the grocery store. Use it for everything. Use it to tap in stuff. You see your kids suffering. You see yourself feeling off. You don't even know words. Okay. Start tapping. Oh, that's all stuff I got to teach you next week. I'm going to get going, because I think that's long enough. And just keep, as my show, keep tapping into you, okay? So whenever I sign off, I think I said everything I need to say. If I didn't, too bad. It's all good. Yeah, I want to thank Allie again, because I'll tell you what, Allie O'Shea put this whole thing together, and it's, I don't know how much happier I get to be than to teach all of you the tapping and know that we've released burps and yawns and tears and all the other garbage that you got going on. I'm like, ah. Yes, some of you may even have to run to the bathroom. I've had that, seriously. I'm telling you, I've had people say, oh my God, I almost didn't make it home from your house, okay? All right, so here's the way I always end, and I say, until I see you next time, just keep tapping into you. All right, everybody. Love you so much. Thanks for being here. Share it. Go have an amazing day.